Cards here, live and direct from Brooklyn, New York City, and check this out, another blast from the past. I was going to say recent past, but this isn't recent. I have a box of 2004-2005 Upper Deck Series 1 hockey retail, all hail retail to sale and unveil in detail. Let's hit sale with retail. So kind of cool, man. 2004-2005 configuration, 8 cards per pack, 24 packs per box, 192 cards. One game used jersey within the box, apparently. Base set 1 through 180, Young Guns, Retro Young Guns, and Young Gun Legends are 181 through 210, so that's 30 Young Guns. Now, why are there only 2 base Young Guns in this set? It was the lockout year. So they did something really cool, man. They included Young Guns and Young Gun Retros of Wayne Gretzky and Mark Messier and Mario, and even Mr. Hockey himself, Gordie Howe. How cool is that? I know that within the Legends, they actually have a Don Cherry, so that's what this box is about. In fact, they have a Brodeur, they have a Patrick Roy. So they're not like legit Young Guns, but it's kind of a cool chase card to chase. By the way, guys, I'm announcing my next major giveaway. I'm going to give away a huge shipping box full of cards to someone who's in the US, because I've done a bunch of Canadian ones. I'm going to do an American one this time. Get in it to win it. Sub like hashtag Dryden, ring that bell, and you get in it. Multiple entries, guys, multiple entries. So within a box break, we would expect the 6 Young Guns, only 2 base Young Guns on the checklist, so it would be a Retro or Legend mostly. And then we have 24 of the world's best, because they're 1 per pack, then 6 foil base inserts, the 3 stars, the Hardware Heroes, the School of Hard Knocks, the Clutch Performers, and then that 1 jersey card, which can be a single jersey, World Cup of Hockey jersey, I think about 50% of the time. A third of the time you get a duel of those. I hit a duel last time. And we can receive an Upper Deck game jersey of the 1997 version. 8% of the time. There's also a Heritage Classic with a bunch of halves on the checklist, and then there are some rare numbers, logos, and names, so patch cards. So bear with me, guys. This could be a long break, especially if the cards stick. What a treat to open up a chunky monkey like this retroactively. Again, the lockout year, so don't be expecting a Young Gun class other than those Retros and Legends. I mean, I'm chasing a Patrick Roy Young Gun, which might only be a $50 card or $30. Maybe they go for $100 at times. It depends. So let's do it, guys. All right. Hopefully these bad boys don't stickify. Oh, they're gonna stick like crazy. So give me a minute to unstickify them. All right, guys, these are absolutely completely stuck, so I'm gonna have to take a minute each time to unglue them. Look at that, the Wayne Gretzky. This is really cool, Mark Recchi. And our first Young Gun is a Mike Modano Young Gun. So it's a Legend Young Gun, very cool. In his Minnesota North Stars gear, that is tremendous. You know, flossing the fact that he was a rookie, I guess. Brad Richards, Kipper, and Mike Van Ryn, as well as the world's best, 1 per pack for those. All right, so that's the nature of this product. This pack here has our jersey. I'll put it aside. I'll do it at the end of the first column, guys. Just why not? Bear with me. And Mike Modano, of course, was the first overall in 1988 for Minnesota. So understand that, of course, it's not his actual Young Gun. All right, Niedermeyer, O'Neill, Lang, Marty Brodeur, his Young Gun is in there as well. Surrey, Nagy, Jigs, and Matt Sundin 3 stars. So this is kind of like a foily one. And world's best, Marian Gaborik. We should receive 2 of those 3 stars. So Alfredson, Denis Martin-Aucoin, Chris Simon sighting, Ryan Smith, Danny Markov, Andy McDonald, Michael Pekka, and the world's best would be Marian Hossa, Patrick Lalime, Dan Cloutier, Nordstrom, and there's another Young Gun. And look at that, man. It is Scott Stevens. That is wicked. He was a 5th overall, but back in the early 80s, if you can imagine that. So it's a Legends Young Gun. These are really cool, man. Pronger, Iginla, Weiss, Hossa, as well as the Pavel, rest in peace, Dimitra. If you're wondering what the back of the cards look like, take a good gander, right? Very nice. We have the Heater, Arneson, Dave Andreychuk, nice horizontal card of him. Always good down low. Nikki Lidstrom. There's a Chara. That's unbelievable. Trevor Linden, Hayduk, Steve Sullivan, as well as the Ilya Kovalchuk. How many Chucks does Kobe Chuck? He also has, I think, a jersey card in this set. Dominic Hasek, Kessler, Joey Neuendijk, really cool. And they're another young gun, guys, and it's another one of the legends, and it's Dick Irvin Jr., who's the commentator and analyst of the Montreal Canadiens back in the 70s and I guess 80s. Very, very cool. His dad, of course, was the famous coach of both the Toronto Maple Leafs and there's the other Modano, and the Montreal Canadiens, and also the Blackhawks as well. He played for the Blackhawks, but we're talking, you know, like in the 20s. That's how old. Senior, of course, died in his 60s in the 1950s. Junior's still alive, and he's like 90 years old, if you can imagine that. Conroy, look at this. Messier, very cool. He has a young gun as well. Kolzig, Rick Nash, Mike Ribeiro, okay, and Johan Hecht. What a product. Okay, Zubris, Kuba, McCabe, Robert Esch. I mean, all these blasts from the past. And there's the Mario. He also has a Young Guns. And Maltby, as well as the 3 stars of Patrick. Looking for the Patrick Young Guns. And Oli the goalie as well. All right, David Legwand, Sikora, Thomas Vokoun, Barnaby, Ron Francis. Look at that with the Leafs of your Krakazoid, Hemsky, Doan, Fedorov, and Nicky Lidstrom. Very, very cool, man. I'm loving these. Kobasu, Havlat, Hunter, Finneganov, as well as Jason Doig, Abisher, Pascal Dupuis, McLaren, and world's best of Zdeno, the big Manchara. Tony Amonte, Zidlicki, Gagne, Zubov, Miro Shatan, Straka. There's Bobby Lou. That's wicked. And a Hardware Heroes. Look at this. So it has Yzerman, but this is obviously for the Red Wings. Not often you have team awards. And Pavel Datsyuk, speaking of which, 6th rounder, I believe. Jackman, Shanahan, Oslinch, Parrish, as well as Daze, Sheldon Surrey, mixing it up. Nagy, Patrick Iliash, and Kerry Lettinen. Oh, I totally forgot. I said I would do this guy here. So I owe you guys the jersey card. So let's see who it is. Alexandre Daigle, man. I mean, everybody always references him as the bust, but one of the main reasons why he was a bust was he never really wanted to play hockey. He wanted to be famous. So here is the jersey card. So let's see what we get. Oh, look at this young Jason Spezza, Nazi, Daze, Gerber, and our world's best is Matt Sundin. That's nice. Timo Solani. I mean, this is just amazing stuff, guys. And behind this Kajenik is our jersey card. So let's see what we've been able to accomplish here. And oh, it's one of the Heritage Classics. That's great because there's some huge names on that checklist. And who is it, guys? And he's not even wearing a helmet. And it's Moose. It is the Moose. Very, very nice, guys. A Mark Messier. 3rd all-time in games played. A Mark Messier, man. That is absolutely wicked. What a beautiful card. That's exactly what you want to hit in these products, guys. And by the way, guys, this is a rare short print. It's actually numbered to 25. It doesn't say on here, but it does say that on the checklist that it is one of these short prints. So that is awesome. Wicked. 3rd all-time in games played, 3rd all-time in points, of course. I think Joe Thornton actually is 6th all-time in games played. Okay, so we have Aaron Ward. There's Brett Hull. Imagine that. Eric Stahl. Brian Boucher, the analyst, as you guys know. Jiggy. Ryan Smith, so another Ryan Smith. Danny Markov. So some dupes. Brad Richards, Clutch Performers. These are 1 per box, so 100% opportunity. And Saku Koivu. Nabokov, Celius. There's Jocelyn Tebow. I know who likes that card. Andy McDonald, Pekka, Pronger, Jerome McGinley, as well as the Thomas Vokoun. All right, Brandon Witt, Robitaille, Tanguay, and there is, this is the one of the 2 base Young Guns you can hit. He's only played 2 playoff games. That's all he's played, I think, in his career. See, it says Lowell, Massachusetts, so that's not even NHL games, of course. But he did play 2 playoff games, I believe, for Calgary, and that's it. All right. Again, that was because of the lockout year. Look at the Curtis Joseph at Jovanovski. He was the 1st overall. Saku Koivu, wicked. Hayduk again. Pierre-Marc Bouchard, I believe. Alan McCauley. Gary Roberts. Nice horizontal of Gary Roberts. And Keith Tkachuk, Daddy Tkachuk. This is one of the products where you don't want to hit a base Young Gun. You want to hit the retros or legends. Gabrick, Joffrey Lupul, Joe Thornton. And look at this, guys. We actually hit the Luke Robitaille, Lucky Luke Young Gun. So this is a Young Gun retro, second all-time in scoring for a left winger, as we know. Mike Modano, there's Messier again, the Moose, Kolzig, and Mike Modano. Ton of dupes, guys. But Aubin, there's Friesen, Tom Poti, Jason Smith, as well as Rick Nash, Ribeiro, Mario, and Modri, and Chris Chelios. Very nice. What a jersey to get, though, guys. Really happy with that jersey. All right, Morrison, there's Jose Theodore, Habibul and Stefan, Maltby, Rafalski, Fedotenko, and look at this, a Hardware Heroes of Andrew Raycroft, the Calder Trophy. That didn't really work out well. And Robert Esch, as the cops come rolling through, per usual. We have Bergeron, we have Marty Turco, Blake, Eric Brewer, as well as Doan, Fedorov, Yzerman, Brad Richards, and Ole the goalie. I wouldn't mind a Gretzky, a Young Guns. That's one of the ones you really want. All right, Sturm, Owen Nolan, very nice. And oh my God, we have a Bob Goodnow. Is that like an inside joke? He represented the players. He was like the attorney representing the players during the lockout. That is hysterical. And oh, so they have him as an NHLPA executive director. He's a Harvard guy. He played for Harvard, actually. I don't think he played a single game in the NHL. That is so funny. What a bizarre, is that, like, that's like an inside joke. I don't even know how else to qualify that. There's Spezza, Naslin, and Timo Solani. Was that my last Young Guns? That is just a funny Young Gun to receive given the lockout. All right, Samsonov, Dunham, Luke Richardson, I think that was. It's hard to read. Pascal Dupuis, McLaren, Miro Shatan, Marty Straka, as well as the Jerome Ginla World's Best. All right, guys, last pack. Rugier, Kubina, Jagger, Mika Norinen, Bobby Lou, it's like the third Bobby Lou in this thing, Chara, Trevor Linden, and we have a School of Hard Knocks, Ed Jovanovski, I think his first overall in 1994, I'm just going from memory, and a Joe Sakic. So that's basically it, guys. Really cool break of this stuff. I loved all the Legend Retro Young Guns, a ton of fun. I am announcing my new contest, guys. I think I'm gonna do two giveaways only for Americans, because I did 2 in Canada that were only for Canadians. And I'm going to give away a ton of cards. I just have so many cards here in New York, and I just want to give away a big shipping box. Please be sure to sub-like #Dryden, get in it to win it, and I will ship you out a massive box of cards just to unload. And yeah, man, please be sure to sub-like #Dryden. I have me full cards live and direct from a place called Brooklyn, New York City.
The thrill is